Hello there. Today we're going to play some Owlpunch. This is kind of similar to yesterday's deck, which was Divine Bond Lyonar, except it's more of a combo deck. The difference between normal Divine Bond decks, especially in Duelyst 2, are kind of like you play a tempo game, and then you play some Ironcliff Guardians, and if one of them survives, you can Divine Bond it and kill your opponent. It's kind of the theory. Owlpunch is much more about setting up a Divine Bond with not just Ironcliffs, but also Albi stages, which is, a minion that can have a huge amount of health and kill people very easily. So you play a lot more spells, and specifically you play more cards that interact with your combo pieces. So Aegis Barrier allows you to protect them from removal. And Magnetize are playing 2 copies here because they allow you to put, let's say, an Albeast in a safe space and then pull it forward. Owlpunch is not usually a good deck, air quotes, but I thought it was worth testing out. I think it might be quite fun to play all the absurd Lyonar spells with Mana Forger, and we've got, it's kind of like a weird mix otherwise. So let's just walk through the list really quickly. So minion-wise, we've got 2 Dream Gazers. These are for Holy Immolation, basically, and because you get an extra body for no cards, which is quite useful in Lyonar. I guess in this deck we don't have that many payoffs for it. There are no buffs, it's just Immolation. So we're only running 2 copies. But it still gives you a little bit of, card and tempo advantage. Healing Mystic is a staple for good reason. We got Mana Forger as our other 2-drop of choice. Mana Forger allows us to have huge efficient turns by chaining lots of spells together. And it's doubly good with the fact that we have Aegis Barrier, which we kind of want to get down as quickly as possible, and Aerial Rift, which draws a card. 0 mana drawing a card is always really strong. We have an Alcanyst Loremaster, which can recur a spell. Pretty handy, just gets whatever you need a second copy of, or can steal a useful opposing spell. Arclight Sentinel is a fantastic tempo card that also provides a good bit of value. Divine Bond, nope, I'm doing minions every time. And then we have our essentially our combo enablers, Albi Sage and Ironcliff Guardian, just some big tough minions. They have the same weaknesses here that they do anywhere else, but we can protect them a little bit with Aegis Barrier. Aegis Barrier doesn't work on minions, so it doesn't work against Night Sorrow Assassin, but at least Albi's Sage has 4 attacks, so we can commit to an Albeast if we think that's going to happen. Likewise, they can get dispelled, but dispelling an Ironcliff Guardian doesn't actually do that much. So each of them has a reasonable strength. Like, you can kind of play the one that you think will be better positioned against your opponent's answers. Spell-wise, we have a whole bunch of cheap stuff that either enables the game plan or just allows us to chain together spells with Albi Sage. We've got Beam Shock for tempo. I suspect this card is probably not going to be worth playing, but we'll see. We got Aegis Barrier. This protects our big minions and allows us to combo off more regularly. Aerial Rift is just, it draws a card and triggers your Arcanysts. It can also recur, you can get another Aegis Barrier, which is quite useful. Magnetize, like I said, this is for hiding your minions and pulling them into position. Lasting Judgment is so we can, kill our opponent's stuff early on. Can also buff an attacking minion in a pinch. Martyrdom is premium removal. Sunbloom, also very useful right now. And then finally we have Divine Bond, of course, and Holy Immolation. I guess the minion count's a bit low for Immolation, but it's still worth including, especially with the Dream Gazers. And that's it. Let's see if this works. Typically, Owlpunch was less consistent and more fragile than a traditional Divine Bond strategy, but we don't have to have every deck be an absolute banger, so God knows I've played some rough ones in this series. It's also very fun. That's the thing with Owlpunch, it's super fun. Okay, so we get to draw a card on turn 1, but that doesn't really affect the game in any way, so let's just mulligan instead. I will keep this Mana Forger, gives me a turn 1 play. Oh, this is nice. Without Aegis Barrier, this is a bit awkward. I'd rather find a spell to loop with Loremaster. or a removal spell for their creature. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to cycle this now because it means the Lawmaster is live. Even if this dies, I can still, you know, I've played the spell. Sweet. This is kind of useful here. Some early interaction. This draws a card to make up for it, right? Because we hit the Aerial Rift. Or something we can replace, I guess. The dream draw here is we hit an Albi Sage and get to stun their minion and buff up our team. But that also relies on the Mana Forger not dying and being able to safely take this mana tile, which are not particularly guaranteed. Like if our opponent decides to go up here and play a 3-drop and we top deck Albeast, it's all gravy, but that doesn't usually happen. Playing 1-attack minions on turn 1 always feels really unnerving going first, because if they have Saberspine Tiger, they can punish you pretty hard. They have their own Mana Forger, okay. Right, let's hopefully draw some removal for that. We drew removal for it. Oh, this is really good actually. So I think I want to play my Lawmaster first. I'm just going to take lots of Mana Tiles here, I think. Wait a minute. This doesn't quite work. I need this Mana Tile, but if I play something on the Mana Tile, I can't magnetize successfully. How am I supposed to do this? I play the Lawmaster here? That still doesn't work. I mean, I guess I at least deny the Mana Tile from my opponent. Yeah, okay, let's just do it that way. So we magnetize this, kill it, and we'll just run out. Oh, whoops, I meant to get the Aerial Rift with the Lawmaster, not the magnetize. Actually, is Healing Mystic better? No. I can just replace that next time, it's not a big deal. Oh boy. That's what we're up against, huh? That is upsetting. Everyone's not terrible. Okay, I guess what we're going to do is just jam out as much stuff as we can. Pressuring the opponent as much as we can. This feels bad because they can kill some of my stuff for free. But okay, that's good. We don't have anything really good to go with it yet. We in theory have everything we need, right? We've got the Sage, and we've got Divine Bond and Magnetize. But we need a bunch of stuff to do in the middle, and we need this to not die in the process. Oh, getting got by Cyclone Mask always feels so annoying. Like, the card's not that good, but there's just... sometimes there's a board where they have it and you're very sad. And this is exactly not the sort of deck to punish it. Like, if I was playing Tempo Arjun, imagine if I had a Silver God Knight in hand, I just ran out and played a Silver God Knight. They'd be like, well, this sucks. What are they going to do about that? But, to be fair, maybe this should have Silver Gods instead of Arclights, but... or, you know, Falcon Lawmaster. I don't know. I think at least when you're building like the initial version of some kind of combo deck, it's a good idea to go a little bit all in and see what happens. Yeah, they're going to kill that for free. So I get to Immolation them this turn. Oh, that's scary. Oh, they're going to get mad immoed though. Because I can play the... ooh. Wait. Ghost Lightning? Mana Vortex. Ghost Lightning? Okay, I mean, at least that's a very heavy commitment. They're out of cards, but I can't kill the Cyclone Mask this turn. I think I still do this, though, because of how good it is. Oh, you know what I can... oh, no, that doesn't work. Oh, wait, I can kill the Cyclone Mask. Because of Magnetize. This is cool. Oh, wait, okay. Well, I'm going to play a bunch of cards as well, but then... oh, they're back up to 4. Doesn't really benefit, it doesn't benefit me at all, does it? So what I'm thinking of doing is I can move down here, Mana Forger, Holy Immolation, magnetize the Healing Mystic, attack. It does leave me with very little board, but it clears theirs. And I think that's... And it clears the Cyclone Mask, and I think that's crucial. Plus we get in for a bunch of damage, it's not completely awful. Like we're hitting them for 8 here and taking off the artifact. That's not nothing. We got Mystic Imbo for next turn, that's pretty good. Obviously this is going to die. But you know, if they're attacking it, they're not moving, and then I can surround them a little bit, maybe. I guess I replace one of the Sages. The dream here is to draw a cheap spell. No, I guess what I'm probably going to do is just Healing Mystic Holy Immolation. I don't think we're going to do any... Oh yeah, that's dying to Immo, no question. Got another... What's going on? There is a Ghost Lightning, okay. I mean, that's kind of annoying. That's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I've seen better Holy Immos for sure. But what are you going to do? Oh, now this shows up. Oh, no, this shows up as well. That's good though. We want more removal to try and keep them on the back foot. I can do an Owl Beast, Lasting Judgment next turn. I can replace the Dream Gazer and maybe hit something good. Oh no, that's bad. Third Taskmaster. Oh no, an Inner Focus? Oh, this is concerning. I have so much gas. So I can Dispel Lasting Judgment. It's pretty good. I think I just run away, right? Do I Dispel the Taskmaster? Might be better to do so. I don't think I can afford to replace the Dream Gazer anymore, which sucks. Down to 11, 9. They have at least one Phoenix Fire in hand, 3 cards. Spell this, kill this. So they would need their full hand to be... And they've used at least one Phoenix Fire and all their Taskmasters. They could have another Inner Focus. I think it's worth it. I need to get as much value as I can. Oh, Martyrdom, that's good. Awkwardly, I can't play an Albie Sage usefully. I just have to murder their things. Yeah, we're just going to do it this way. We're going to hope we don't die. Doubly just very well. Okay, making a Albie Sage with Veil is pretty good. Them going up there is quite promising, actually. Woman's Magi. Yeah, Magus. Oh no, I'm dead. Oh, actually, they're tapped out, so and they've used 2 Mana Vortexes already. So there's a good chance they can't do that much more. And this will die to Martyrdom. Oh, you're joking. Okay. 1-6. Yeah, a handful of spells. Phoenix Fire seems likely. Beam Shock. Doesn't do too much here. I mean, they don't have that much burst in the deck. So this doesn't seem too awful. I think I'm going to play this in their face because I need to actually like win the game somehow. The question is, do I play the Beam Shock as well? I think the answer is no. I probably should attack them with the Dream Gazer actually. I'm obviously running away. Buff this. Kill this. Probably die. But they don't have that much burst. This is 14 damage, 16 damage, 18 damage. So in theory, I can kill them. I cannot kill them. Bad play, they just chipped me down. I didn't have enough healing to overpower it. There's no Sunseer in this list, unlike most Arcanist lists I've played. Sunseer is very good against aggro decks. Why can't this hand be on the draw? This hand is fantastic. I think I just have to hard null for a 2-drop, right? Could keep this, but it doesn't do anything this early. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. I guess I cycle this to make Lawmaster better. Oh my god. Well, I hope they play some 2 toughness creatures. We'll see. Oh no. I was worried about this. Oh no. I mean, I can dispel it. I can attack it and kill it with Sentinel. That's probably the play, isn't it? And I get to protect this mana tile. I only take 3, so it's not too bad. Okay, Beam Shock is good, Mana Forger is good. So we'll get to have a reasonable turn next turn, I hope. I get pretty punished by Spectral Blade. They did double spell on one, so they've only got 3 cards. They might be playing my list from the other day. So we need to play around Blood Siren. Or not play around, but be aware of Blood Siren. Try and keep an eye out for anything that... Oh my god. Okay. I don't really mind this. I mean... Yeah, that was all their cards. I mean, it's 2 draws, so it's... They'll have plenty more stuff to do, but... this is fine. I can Healing Mystic on the tile. Arc like this. Or I can stand on the tile myself. I think I'd rather... No, if I stand on the tile, I get to avoid this Primus first, whereas if I stand here, I don't. I can stun this as well, actually. Might be a good idea. Barrier. Not terrible. Yeah, this one's good, actually. So we kill this. Try and reduce their options, right? And then a little bit. Stun that. I should keep my minions alive. Okay, here we go. We drew some good stuff. I mean, this will just get whipped. And we don't have Magnetize, but... Okay, it's not my list. It's just a general aggro deck. Question is, did they have Right to the Undervault here? No. Okay. Well, I guess they're getting Holy Immolation, right? Yes, the Mana Forger on the MO. This kills that. Should replace this. Do I attack them here to take a charge off? No. It's going to be a while before I can win. Okay, so now we have Ironcliff Guardian with Veil into Ironcliff Guardian with Veil, but they're playing Abyssian, so they'll have Night Sorrow Assassin, so it's bad. Oh, okay. Wasn't expecting that. I said trade into this, play an Ironcliff, hope they don't have... What's his face? There's a Magnetize. So I guess they're playing just like a creep deck with Arcanysts because it's a good aggro card. I need some more healing. Both now and generally in this deck. Aegis Barrier not drawing a card anymore is, I think, a good nerf, but also does make this deck quite a lot worse. Spending 2 cards for this, like if they have the Night Sorrow Assassin, I get 2 for 1, it's so bad. Double Magnetize, so we have so many answers to like Repulsor Beast or whatever right now, which is great. It's just that it's so awkward. If I draw LB Sage next turn, we're set, right? LB Sage with Aegis Barrier, they can't deal with outside of untargeted Dispel. So Shroud, Lightbender. They probably won't be playing Lightbender. They might have Shrouds. It's a cheap creature that works well with Araki Headhunter. The main thing is, do they have Right of the Underworld? Okay. Revenant's bad. Revenant's very bad. Oh, they can kill it. Oh, good lord. Attacked on the turn before, right? I'm looking a bit dead, not gonna lie. I think this is my only option, really. Put this here, so if they dispel it, it still body blocks. Because 4 damage is less than 6. What was the last spell? Aegis Barrier. That's rubbish. I think this isn't the deck for Dreamgazer. We don't need Holy Immolation help because we have Mana Forger, so I think I should cut these because they've mostly been a liability. They could be Sunseers or something. Or, I guess probably playing more 2-drops is better. 6 2-drops is too low. Oh my god. This is unreasonable. Where are my lasting judgments? I guess it dies to Holy Immolation. I want 1 life though. Vessel Crawler. Well, I guess I'm playing this Dreamgazer so I don't mess up. I'm going to keep this because I can ammo again. Watch me die to 3rd Revenant off the top. Still have 4 cards in hand. My opponent emptied their hand on like turn 2 or 3 and they still have 4 cards in hand. 2-draw is so frustrating sometimes. Like, I don't hate it. I know I rag on it a bit because it's got some... Yeah, sure. And they're playing 6, 7 mana spells. And they still managed to have that good opening. Okay, fine. My opponent played a super inconsistent deck, but they drew the cards in the right order. I mean, I'm not... Probably sound a bit saltier than I am. I think, yeah. I'm just sort of a little surprised at how that worked for them. Alright, this is good going second. We'll replace this. I could keep this. It is Abyssian again, so it's not that good, because we're not too worried about Demonic Lure in this deck. And we are worried about Night Sorrow Assassin, which this is very punished by. Okay, this looks cool. Can Mystic in the middle, not a Forger in a safe space, maybe. Sure. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. I mean, Owlbeast plus... If this doesn't die, Owlbeast plus Martyrdom is really nice. Obviously, the Healing Mystic is not long for this world. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have played this. Oh, they're not getting value. They're just getting mana. We're getting Swarm. I didn't bring Tempest. This could be problematic for us. Is it Ritual Banishing? No. Oh god. What is this? We have a Martyrdom, so if it's Black Solace, we're fine. If it's the Celerity one that makes 6 Wraithlings when it dies, we're in some trouble. Or Spectral Revenant. Corporal Revelatron. Yeah, we don't like this. I mean, I'm still... Oh, I can't. I don't have a mana tile anymore. Good lord. Beam Shock. Rift is okay. I mean, I just kind of have to martyrdom though, don't I? Or do I? Can I get away with taking 12? Play this first. I think I'm going to be greedy. Because I just don't think this wins. They get... I play this and then pass. They have 6, 7 minions in play. I just die after that. I think I have to go for the greedy line. And I also think I need to put this out of reach of the Reaver. Beam shock, beam shock, beam shock, beam shock. Beam shock, beam shock, beam shock. Damn it. I can at least protect my Arcanysts. Or, well, I can force them to trade their 2 minions. Double Lasting Judgment also kills it. And one of them will finish it off if it hits me for 12, which isn't even more relevant. Am I dead? Is that Shadow Reflection? Are they playing a Oh, they're Death by Crescendo. Okay, that makes more sense. I mean, that is 10 damage per hit. Well, it's turn 2. I'm on 5 life. Sorry, turn 3. What was that, turn 3? It still dies to double lasting judgment, but I should probably just play the martyrdom. Aegis is good. Well, yeah, let's kill that. We can hit some wraithlings that appear around here. I'm hiding for everything. Literally just going to give my opponent 0 trades here. And I will Aegis Barrier this because it needs to not die. This is my only out. I just need to find Divine Bond. If I replace this when there's nothing behind me, it shouldn't get summoned, right? I shouldn't take 2. I've still got 5 cards in hand. Oof. Oh no. Oh no. Well, actually, I can kill it with Magnetize and punch it with the Albi Sage, so that's not too bad. This looks okay, actually. Right, I should be able to replace this and not die. Good. Ooh, even better. I'll give him something to chew on. Yeah, alright, so we... What? I should probably come forward, right? Wait, this is a 5/4 now? Didn't know that. Go away. I mean, there's the beam shock. This end is obviously totally naff. We're going to need a lot more spells to get the bond lethal, I'll tell you that much. And we've used the Magnetize. It's an uphill battle. Oh no. I have a Sunbloom. The Sunbloom can deal with it. I do still have the Ironcliff Guardian, so I could draw Holy Immolation as well. That would be very good. Another Aegis Barrier. That's not terrible. Well, I can punch it and Lasting Judgment. Is that better? It probably is, right? Because they can do that next turn anyway. Like, yeah, this goes to 1 HP, you know, that can't be helped. I start marching my idiots closer. It says 12 health, I'm not concerned about it getting attacked, am I? Do I bury this? No, absolutely not. Damn it, I need something good. I got 6 cards. Okay, there's 1 Shadow Dancer left, presumably. That's probably their only burst. Like, from no minions in play. Okay. That's okay. Ah, right, of course, that's burst. Cool deck. Also seems very inconsistent. Darkfire, Sacrifice, Big Minions, and Death by Crescendo in the same list is a bit of a challenge, but you know what? It's more consistent than our stuff. I think we can write Owlpunch off, unfortunately. It was rough before, and it's I think even worse in Land of 2-Draw. Bit of a shame. Maybe there's a way to build the list that works, but like going in, all of the criticisms that I'd had of my previous attempts at building Arcanist decks definitely applied to this one. I think Arcanist Lyonar isn't a terrible idea, but I remember in Duelyst 1, my friend Roxane built a very, very cool Arcanist Lyonar deck, but it was completely different from what you'd expect. Like, it just ran, obviously it ran LB Sage, but it ran a totally different suite of cards from the typical Arcanist lists. And if you tried to build a normal Arcanist list with Lyonar, it didn't really work out, despite the seemingly obvious amazingness of LB Sage with Aegis Barrier. There are some alternatives that made for a very, very cool deck in Duelyst 1, but obviously none of them exist here. Like, the cards for that deck don't really exist in Duelyst 2, I think. Certainly we can make some improvements to the list as is. I will say, I think every time I've tried to do LB Sage plus a bunch of spells in Duelyst 2, it's felt bad. Like, it's weird. I think before, I don't know if there were more 0 mana spells. I don't think there were, but you did get the bigger opening hands, which made it a bit easier to have a turn 1. And Arcanists didn't really take off until there were more cheap ones. Like, they printed things like Circulus that you could play on turn 1 and be very happy about. Kindred Hunter as well was okay, but I don't think people played that one. I swear there was another good Arcanist 2-drop, or maybe I'm wrong and people were just playing Mana Forger and stuff. Yeah, I think people were just playing Mana Forger, but it was 3 toughness, so it was a bit more reliable. Yeah, I don't know. Bit of a shame, but I think this one, you could probably tweak it and you can probably have fun with it, but I don't think I'll be returning to it, unfortunately. Oh well, onwards and upwards.